welcome back to my channel, and want to talk today about that discontinuation of the Yamaha R6. Stay tuned. Okay, so as we may have heard, Yamaha is discontinuing the R6, and I don't have all the facts. I'm not sure why they're discontinuing the R6, but I'm a little sad, I'm a little disappointed because I love the R6. You know, I've never been a big fan of the R1 because I felt like I personally don't need that much power on two wheels. So I was very comfortable with the R6 as it is. This is my second motorcycle. My first motorcycle was a ZX6R 2008. That was a good bike, I loved it, but my dream bike was the R6, which I now have. And I'm happy about it. It's 2018, and I mean, boom, they hit me with the sad story. 2 years later, they're gonna discontinue it. Now, what does that leave us? Does that leave us to move up to the R1? Or are they coming out with another model instead of the 600, which I heard that the 600 is going to be turned into a race series. So it's going to be a race series. I'm not sure if I'm big on it. I don't know if the race series is going to be sold for street use. I don't know if it's going to be street legal. But what I'm hearing is that it's going to be for track only. Track only, well, I mean, that speaks for itself, I would assume. But what does that leave us? Does that leave us to move up to the R1? Not sure. I don't like the idea though. Well, Modernocity, he's another guy on YouTube. He was talking about maybe they'll come out with an R7. I would be happy to see what that looks like. But I love the R6. I really love the R6. And I don't know. I don't want them to get rid of it completely unless they're going to replace it with something. But the R1 does that. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, does it leave us to go move up to the R1 and just... He was also saying, Modernocity was saying that R1s are better street bikes. I don't know that much information on the different types of bikes and what's better for street, what's better for track. I don't know, but the R1, R6, this specific model is the sexiest bike out right now. From 2018 to 2020, aside from the BMW S1000R, double R, I mean, aside from that specific bike, I don't see any other bike out on the market that is as sexy as this one. I rode the Ninja for a while. It was an older model, but then they came out with the 2009 and 12, and the 13 models were very nice. The front was sexy. But then they came up with like a little smushed model, and that's what the 16, 17, I think all the way up to now. It's the front smushed, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I can't think of another motorcycle on the market that would pique my interest much, aside from the R6 or the 1000. But the 1000, I feel like it's just too much power. It's just too much power. I don't need that much power, you know. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of riders are gonna say, "Oh, you're just a new rider. You eventually have to move up to the R6." But I mean, the R1. But I'm comfortable with the R6. I can do everything I need to do with the R6 comfortably. Everything else above that, I mean, maybe the 750 won't be too much for instance, the Suzuki 750. But I don't like Suzukis. I would never ride a Suzuki. Sorry, Suzuki fans, but I would never ride a Suzuki. I would never own a Suzuki. You know what I mean? I've sat on one, but I feel like they're too popular. They don't stand out anymore because there's just so much of them. You know what I mean? CBRs, I don't like the shape of the CBRs, and the Aprilas, they're nice. I mean, they could be a third option. You know, if there was supposed to be a second option aside from this, the style of R6 or R1, I would say my next pick would be the BMW S1000. Now that, I think it's a leader bike, right? Which means it's a 1000. I don't need a 1000. That's why I didn't get that bike. So if Yamaha is gonna do no R6 and no replacement of the R6, then I'm gonna have to go up to a leader bike. And I mean, my first choice obviously is gonna be the R1, but then if there was a second option, it'll be the BMW, and then my third option will be the Aprilia. And that's just in terms of what I like and the looks that I prefer. You know what I mean? But tell me what you guys think about this discontinuation of the R6, and you guys think R1s are better? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll be checking those out because I'm really disappointed. I mean, it's been my dream bike since this specific model came out, and I got one, and then now they're discontinuing it. So tell me what you guys think. Throw me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, whatever you want to do. I'm cool with it as long as you do something.